gang. Hello you lovely lot. How are you? Hope you're all safe and well. Welcome to another group dig. Yes, it's a Sunday morning. It's about 8:30 and I'm about 5 minutes away from a Clacton metal detecting club group dig. Wasn't supposed to be here, if I'm honest. We had family stuff planned and then the family have decided to do stuff without me. So what's a boy to do? Well, he loads up his metal detector, he puts it in the boot and he goes digging. That's exactly what I'll be doing today. Really looking forward to seeing the Clacton lot. Massive thanks up front to Adam and the team for putting the dig on and for squeezing me in at the last minute. It's down in a place called Harwich, which is where I was born and bred, or near to Harwich anyway. Looking forward to getting on the fields. Not sure what it's going to bring, not sure whether it's been detected before. I have absolutely no idea. All I know is I cannot wait to get out there and start digging some holes. So the next time you see me, we'll be on the field and I look forward to it. See you in a bit.
The trees, they are singing to the tune of a song, and the wind is gently ringing the bell that brings the morning, welcome of the dawn.
Right, we're here. Again, massive thanks to Adam, to Jill, to Leslie and the wider team for putting on today's dig. Got a nice big kind of grassy croppy type field, so despite all the rain, hopefully it's not going to be too claggy for us. Yeah, started on with a 76. I'm on the DISC 2 today, that's the only one that was charged fully. Started with a 76 and a little pistol shot, so that's encouraging. Hopefully you've got some history on here. See you in a bit. Right, next one is a 53-54, about 6 or 7 targets in now. Nothing to write home about, mainly copper shards and a bit of lead. Yeah, it's quite a bright one though, so let's give it a dig. It's quite sloppy. It's going to be interesting identifying stuff because it's very wet. But yeah, we shall persevere. Right, see what we got, 53-54. I'm not expecting much with that tone, to be honest, with that number, but it's hammered or silver territory, I guess. As you can see, a lot of surface water, which is going to make identifying things very difficult. Nothing immediately obvious. Yeah, this thing here. Yeah, pretty standard so far. Oh, I don't know though, that might be a bit of a I think that's probably a bit of a copper spoon or an other piece of cutlery. Yeah, but we'll I think we'll just shove that in the bag and move on. Cool, let's move on. Right, live digs are going to be interesting today, as you can probably tell from the screen. We've got in some places kind of 8-10 inches of growth, which obviously blocks the view of the tripod a bit, but we'll give it a whirl. This is a 68-69. I put the camera on only for this fact that it's kind of copper coin, farthing kind of territory on the DISC too, so yeah, still a 69, so will it be worth a dig? Or a live dig, I should say. We shall see. No. That is pretty standard so far. Just shards of copper in pretty much every hole so far. But it's very early yet. See you in a bit. Right, well, next one, we've got an 87. I've not really had much chance to film anything, to be honest, because it's all been pretty standard fare. Copper and lead, really. Nothing exciting. We've got an 87 in the slop there, look, which is going to be interesting, so thought we'd have a look together in case it's a coin. Quite frankly, it could be blooming anything. See that? Yeah, that's a bit of lead, is it? Yeah, bit of lead. Looks like a bit of lead pipe. It will, if it's anything different to that, I'll let you know. Righto. Well, dare I say it, we might have had our first interesting find. What time is it? 10:30, so we're about an hour and a half in. yeah, and not much to show for anything at the moment. We had an 87, and it's that, which I'm not sure what it is, but it looks interesting at least. Yeah, that's quite nice. I don't know what it is. It kind of looks a bit buckly actually. Oop, he drops it back in the hole. Yeah, don't know. But it's interesting, that's for sure. Right, let's give it a bit of a clean up, and then I'll come back to you. Awesome. See you in a bit. Yeah, we don't mind that. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I've got no idea. It kind of makes me think that that's a kind of little buckle. So that would be where the pin would have been. It would have gone across here, but I might be completely wrong, of course. But yeah, it's definitely fancy. It's definitely got a nice pattern on it, look. I don't know what these little loops at the top would have been for and the bottom, but yeah, very happy with that. That's a nice little find. We'll take that. That's the best one so far anyway, so hopefully sign of good things to come. See you in a bit. And straight after that lovely buckly decorative thing, we had an 86 musket ball. Big one. Happy days. Maybe we are arriving at some history, folks. Cool. Right, see if we can find some shiny stuff now. Back in a sec. There we are, as you can see behind me, very, very moist underfoot. And I've changed, I've taken my coat off. It's got so warm, it's such a beautiful day. Look at that, glorious. You think it's, what was it, mid-Feb, and it's just absolutely beautiful. So yeah, so very wet underfoot. I just had, I'm really annoyed, well I think I might be annoyed, in the sense that I didn't live dig it, but I'm going to be very happy, I hope, with what I found. I had a 61 all the way round, really consistent. Not the best of numbers, so I don't tend to get the tripod and the camera on for that. But I think I can see a tiny little silver edge in the hole and in the water. So might have a little silver coin, fingers crossed. So let's flip you around and see what we got. Now it's very bright, so I'm not even sure if you can see it, but it's there, and it's a tiny little, oh, that's ever somebody. Tiny little silver edge. Can you see that? Is that aluminium, or is that going to be... Oh, I think it's a button. Oh, is it a button? Oh, no, it's not a button. Oh, my goodness me. I'm whispering because there's people around me. Oh, my God. Well, we're on the silver. Get in. Look at that. Now I recognise that. I recognise those two hearts and the crown. That's something to do with the royal marriage. Is it a Charles? It's an old one. That's a cufflink. That's part of a cufflink, I think. Oh my goodness me. Yes! Fantastic. I'm so gutted I didn't live dig that now. I nearly did because it was such a consistent 61, but I didn't bother. Oh well. But there you go, you see it come out of the ground at least. Oh, that's amazing. Right, let's give it a proper clean. I'll come back to you in a sec. We're on the silver. Well, look at that. An absolute thing of beauty. A bit of shiny in the mud. And I'm very, very happy with that. That's coming through, hopefully, all right. Yeah, that's a silver cufflink, all right. Now that is to commemorate the marriage of Charles II to Catherine of Braganza in 1662. What amazing knowledge you have, Marcus, I hear you saying. Yeah, I also have a phone with the internet, and I knew it rang a bell, I just couldn't remember who it was. Yeah, so 1662, so 300 plus years, 360 odd years old. Had a little bit of damage to it on the edge there, look, which is a shame, but I'm never going to mind finding that. They're actually reasonably common, believe it or not, but still an absolute thing of beauty, and that so far has made my day. That's proper history, folks, and I love it. Excellent. Right, let's get some photos, and I'll see you in a bit. that's what we're dealing with. Yeah, digging in the water, quite literally. And it's taken me a while to find, but it was one in the 80s. You can see I've finally turfed it out here, and I think we might have had our first coin. Yeah, lovely job. Let's see who we got. See if we can find who it is. Oh, it's hard work. Hence the lack of live digs, but yeah, there we go. There he is. Good day, sir. George V, I think that is. And obviously it's a penny, it's a big old penny. So we can get a date. There we go. Is that 1921? I think so, yeah, 1921 maybe. Oh, cool, don't mind that. It was hard work getting to it. And also, just bumped into the lovely Lee from Artiseal. Good friend of mine, and he's on a silver sixpence, so he's doing okay. There's bits coming up. Haven't heard of anything kind of hammered-ish, but there's bits coming up, so we're very happy with that. And of course, Artiseal, once this is clean, will bring this up an absolute treat. So if you don't already know what it is, it's a fantastic compound that you can basically paint on your kind of copper and bronze fines. And it really makes them pop. So if you're interested in getting yourself some, I'll put a link. Well, his link is always in every description of my video. Drop Lee a note and go onto his website, and you can put the code Notch211 in at the checkout, and you'll get 10% off. So yeah, highly recommend it. Anyway, let's move on. Schoolboy error time. Just realised I've been filming, well, I thought I was filming the reveal of a very, very nice find to look down and see that it wasn't actually recording. So apologies, you would have seen this come up and be revealed. I might even put a little still of it now, of me now showing you what it would have looked like when it came out of the mud. But yeah, look at that, medieval farming token. 13th, 14th century, beautiful little star-shaped pattern on it. Nothing on the back. And it's a thing of beauty. So yeah, the oldest thing I found so far, I would suggest. And that is gorgeous. And never mind those, and they always look lovely in the cabinet. So that was another bit to go in. So yeah, we're doing okay. It's about 10 to 12. So we're about 2 hours 50 in. So about halfway through the day, roughly. Looking forward to something to eat in a little while and a coffee. So yeah, without further ado, let's crack on. Right, do a little live dig for a change. As this is a little bit drier than it was, or than it is in other parts. The sun is just glorious today. We've got an 86, by the way. It's 86 all the way around, which is why I put the camera on, just in case. But yeah, it's going all right. It's hard work, but we're having fun. Falling all over the place in the water. Come on, oh my gosh. Very crumbly, as you can see, with all the moisture. Oh, come on. What an absolute mess I've made of that. $86 had to be, didn't it? Yeah, didn't even recognise that number. Should have known, really. Yeah, anyway, don't mind. That's a second musket ball. Plus we also had a pistol shot right early on. So yeah, more history for the bag. Next one is a faint 91. 1991, yeah. We've got to dig those. Deep 90s, could be coins. Back in a sec. In there somewhere. Yeah, it's about 1 o'clock now. We've had a good few hours at it. I've got till about 2ish, so I've got about an hour left. But it finishes at 3 anyway. So, but yeah, we've found a good few bits, and you know, finding a bit of silver, especially that gorgeous cufflink, was well worth the visit. Plus a few other kind of interesting finds. Yeah, it's still in there. I thought it would be. It's going to be quite deep, this one, whatever it is. Right. Yeah, we're out. Let's see what we got. There we go. I can see it already. Yeah. Worth a live dig, that one. Definitely a little coin. Cool, right, excellent. It's a little farthing size. Let's give it a clean. Back to you in a sec. Yeah, not sure. Not sure who we've got there, but yeah, there's definitely something on there. I could see Britannia when it was wet, it was drying very quickly. Yeah, maybe a little Georgian farthing or something like that. Don't know. Maybe even a halfpenny. Not sure. Anyway, yeah, it's a coin. We'll take it and we'll move on. Look at that. It's been a beautiful day. It's a bit of grey cloud up there now, but so far no signs of rain. But we're well within the last hour now, so we're running out of time. But it's been a great day. We've had some nice finds, not tons and tons. I mean, I've had tons of targets, but a lot of it's been rubbish. So not tons of great stuff, but some really good stuff. Yeah, and so far I'm really pleased. But we've still got a little bit of time left. We had an 86, which is in there. I thought we'd have a look to get. There's another 86. I should have known. I keep live revealing 86s, forgetting of course with the Deus 2. They're often these. So that's my trio of musket balls. Excellent. Right, well, we'll see if we can find a couple more for you. See you in a bit. Right, this will definitely be the last live dig of the day. And it's a 97. Which could be rubbish. So I thought I'd at least put the tripod out, get the camera on, and hope for some luck with a nice big silver coin. Still in there. It's quite wispy, so it feels like it could be reasonably deep. Oh, as you can see, it's hard work digging today. Been really hard work. Still a 97. See if we've located it yet. Oh yeah, it's deep. And we're close. What are you? Be something nice. Oh no, that already doesn't feel. Oh, hang on. What are you? What's that? Okay. That could be part of an old clock, or an old watch. Yeah, that could be. I'm not sure. But that's definitely something, and it was super deep. It's about a foot down. But yeah. No, it's not going to win any awards for the day, is it? Oh well, let's move on. There we are then. That's it, we're done. 5 hours. It's about 2 o'clock and we started at 9, so about 5 hours with a little break for a coffee and a bite to eat. But other than that, it's been pretty full on digging. Found lots of sloppy, muddy rubbish, which may or may not clean up to be something, so stick around, we'll find out. But if nothing else, we found some really nice bits. Found some a medieval token, we found a bit of silver, really nice bit of silver, some coins and some other bits and bobs. So looking forward to cleaning all that and showing you that at the roundup. Massive thanks to the Clacton Club, as always, for putting on such a brilliant day. To Adam and all the team, really do appreciate it, especially as I was such a last minute call up. So thanks for letting me come down. Hope you've enjoyed it. Stick around to the roundup and we'll see what we've got. So I'll see you in a bit. There we are then, folks. A cracking day with the Clacton Metal Detecting Club. Lovely warm sunshine on our backs, but sadly very stodgy and squelchy and sloppy underfoot. But that said, we still had plenty of targets. It was a very busy field. Lots of lovely stuff came up and I had a good day. This isn't everything. There was a few bits of cack, but also copper shards. I found lots of those which went straight in the scrap. We found plenty in the lead corner, just the kind of normal nondescript pieces. We found plenty in the kind of copper corner, including disky bits and bronzy bits. And this thing which came out deep at the end, which I think is part of an old pocket watch. I might be wrong. Plenty of buttons of all shapes, sizes, and some with shanks, some without. Then along the top, we had our trio of musket balls and the little pistol shot. Never mind finding those. What I believe to be half a coin. I haven't had a chance to get that cleaned up or pink stuffed yet to see whether there's any detail underneath. We had a George V 1921 penny, and we also had a George IV. I think that's a farthing actually. It's quite small. But yeah, just about see Britannia coming through there, and George IV is on there somewhere. Yeah, never mind finding that. Then we had the kind of best 3 finds of the day, really. Firstly, this little buckly thing. I think I'm calling buckle on it. I think that's what it is. Presumably these loops would have held the straps of something quite decorative. That's presumably where it would have connected to the other strap. If you disagree, let me know. And again, I'll be looking forward to putting some artist seal on that. That's going to come up lovely. And then my favourite 2 finds, never ever mind finding this. Medieval farming token made of lead, beautiful pattern on it. One of the better ones I would say I've found. Love that, absolutely happy with that. And then, whilst this video will be coming out much later, I'm actually filming this roundup on Valentine's Day, which is quite apt, because we've got the lovely silver cufflink with 2 hearts and a crown above it, which commemorates the marriage of Charles II to Catherine of Braganza, who was from Portugal. Yeah, and it should have signified a beautiful, loving marriage. And although they stayed married until he died in 1685, and she continued on until 1705, it wasn't the most loving of relationships. In fact, I believe Charles II had 12 illegitimate children during that time. So make from that what you will. And they tried and failed many times to have their own child. So yeah, it's not the happiest of marriages. But that said, I'm extremely happy to pull that out of the ground. That's definitely one for the cabinet. So that's it for this week. Thanks as always for those of you that use the LP code. Don't forget 10% off most things. The links to which are in the description, and also, of course, at the start and end of all of my videos. So thank you for using Notched 10 when you're checking out at the LP website. And of course, thanks to everybody else for your support. Always appreciated, never taken for granted. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care.